Hi TikTok fam, welcome back to the channel again. Today we have our A10s. Alright, simple screen replacement, no way to waste time. I feel like today I'll give a little more detail on how this job is actually be done, right? Most times when customers come with phones like this, first thing I normally do is plug it into the ARM box to see if I get any reading to make sure it will make sense before we try to fix the phone, right? So I'll show you what does look like now. Alright, so after plugging it in, you wouldn't see anything on the screen because the screen itself destroyed, right? No lights or anything. But the box itself indicating that it is getting current, so we can proceed with screen replacing. Alright, so start by removing the SIM tray. There's a common mistake with a lot of men. The men who don't know that is leave this heel. And then they try to pry it open, bend it, break the little piece of the frame right there, and customers just have little issues, right? Secondly, I just use that old guitar pick and just pry open the rest of the phone itself, right? Might be a bit tricky sometimes, might get slippery. And then after I get all the way around, take your time with the separation because I have a fingerprint sensor right there. Break the connection here, and then you remove some screws and take out the battery connector. Right, so once you remove the battery connector here, I would generally remove all the screws and then take out the motherboard and place it on the heater. You understand, to soften the adhesive behind the battery and also the adhesive under the screen itself to release it, right? The reason why I stick with the motherboard, some people don't do it, but the reason why I stick with the motherboard is just to prevent any damages, just in case, because you never know. After removing the motherboard, an observation I make is like apparently this phone had gotten wet. It probably wasn't so bad because it doesn't have any indications on the board itself, right? So I proceed with putting the phone itself on the heater and get a chance to cook up so we can remove the battery on the screen. Alright, so while waiting for the cooking to take place, this is some slow jams. Turn on Alexa, right? Alright, I feel like that's enough cooking there, right? So let me grab it off. It's supposed to be a little warm to the touch, which it is. Alright, so that's how to pry the battery. I cut it out with one hand, so I'll cut this part out again. Now that this battery out of the frame, this is the screen ribbon here. Alright, so you gently pry on it, get it out. And the screen already destroyed, so it doesn't really matter at this point where you use. But I would recommend putting on our glasses if it's the first time, because plenty of the shards from the screen itself could definitely hit you in your face or in your eye, which you don't want to have, right? Like I said, at this point, it doesn't really matter how you use to remove the screen. So it could be forceful if you like. I like to use my pry tool, well, not pry tool, my utility knife. Once I get underneath, I just flex it until it eventually come off, because you're not mount a heat, but I definitely soften up the glue, right? So let's pull it off, just like that. And this phone definitely had gotten a lot of water damage. Okay, you can definitely see all the indications there, and here as well. Right, so this is a better look of it. As you can see, it definitely had some serious water damage in the past. You could even leave the powder stuff in your finger and all too. So this is for the bin. Before I go further, any good technician will tell you this, and then I'll clean it up, and then we'll test the screen before we actually power on the device or whatever, right? Sorry, before we close up the device, I mean, right? Alright, so before we fully assemble the phone, this is something I generally do, right? Put on the screw here to hold on the board, going to remove it all over the place. Alright, and then we put on our screen on it, just like it is right now, and just test to make sure that the phone is working before we fully assemble, right? Right, at this point, I just wanted to make sure the screen is working. First in our life, that's good stuff. Wait a little bit, let me see if the percentage going up, and then I'll probably close it up and finish the video. Alright, now for the gluing process. Alright, at this point, now just to reverse the process by putting all them screws you see up on top here. Screw down, put back on all the black frame and whatnot, and close up the phone, right? Alright, so after fully assembling the phone, see touching and everything, so that brings me to the next video. Any questions you have, comment section, feel free to like, follow, share, and I'll probably see you in my next TikTok video.